indulgent thing that we call making art, making music, and
Talk about Amnesty.
you're the one that always comes to mind. So I would say that you've been very important in my life in that way. When I saw you today,
Talk about those guys.
I felt so great to be around.
Thank you.
I still do, it's great. I've just got through running around backstage where we're all hopefully back there knowing this is just music. We don't take it that serious. There's a lot of groups coming in. We're all trying to do sound checks and make sure we're all in tune and our lights are on us at the right time and all that stuff. But most of what I'm doing back there is saying, oh, it's just not that serious. It's not that big of a deal. And then suddenly we thrust up here. And it is very serious. And I'm reminded that I'm lucky that I get to spend all of my life, all of my mind, all of my energy doing whatever the fuck I want. I suppose as long as I'm not hurting anybody, I've been able to get away with it. I live in a city that to a lot of people who aren't from there might think that it's oppressive to artists or to anybody with anything that's not considered to be people that read the Bible every night before they go to bed at 8 o'clock. I've got nothing against that. I just don't feel like it's not something I want to do.
Especially at 8 o'clock.
All right. You could be reading the Bible a lot later.
It's good TV.
But I've always felt I was very fortunate that my family, my friends, and everybody always encouraged me to do this thing that I want to do, and I've been able to do it my entire life. And I'm reminded once in a while of the struggle that goes on around the world when people just are trying to do the thing that I'm able to do or been able to do actually without even being aware of it, been encouraged to do. But when we talk about all these big things that happen in the world, sometimes I try to remind people that don't just focus on the big story of the day. There's people right here in your own community, in your own little world, that you could actually help right there. We all like the idea of there being an abstract entity out there that needs our help. But this idea, like they're saying, bring Amnesty home. I live in a very low income neighborhood in a very old beat down part. Beautiful to me, but to a lot of people, a very desolate part of Oklahoma City. And there's a lot of people sort of live not having very much, but the idea that we help each other seems to make the rich part of town seem sort of silly to me. So I'm always reminded, look, there's probably people right down the street from you that can really, really use your help. So don't just think focus in this one thing. This happens all over the place, and so I don't follow all the stories as well as you guys do. I'm honored to be part of this thing that seems to, amnesty is a word I've heard almost my whole life now, and it becomes kind of a brand, and you forget that it's a powerful word, and this idea that we're asking people of power to somehow change their attitudes that we think are wrong. I hope we have more of an effect that they stop doing what they're doing, as opposed to just getting some of the people out of prisons. I think that's what we're talking about.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thanks for having me. Yeah.